So the first one, CXPACKET. And I want to prefix this with not just CXPACKET, but there's also some other CX wait types that are in newer versions of SQL Server. I think back in SQL Server 2008, all you had was CXPACKET, but now we have CX Consumer and some other ones related to this. And these are specifically tied to parallel query execution, meaning a thread is waiting on others to finish in a parallel plan. So it's common in systems where you have high parallelism, and it can indicate a lot of different things, from uneven data distribution to being indexes being out of whack to max degree of parallelism setting not being set correctly. And basically with this, it's one of those that there's a lot of clues there. And some people look at CXPACKET and they think, oh, I can get rid of CXPACKET. And what they do is they just go set their max degree of parallelism to 1. And then there's no parallelism, which means you're not using all the cores on your system. So CXPACKET and the other CX weights are generally a good thing unless they're happening in excess.
So it's like a team where one person's kind of not pulling their weight and they're holding everybody else up.
Right. Now, think of it this way. If you have a query that is being run on a single core or single processor, all that work being done, there's no parallelism happening there. But if you have a query that's being split and run across 8 or 10 or 12 different cores at the same time, what's going to happen is some of those cores are going to run faster to get through the work that they've been assigned to do, and others are going to finish up later. So let's say 5 of those 10 cores are done doing what they need to do. Well, they're stuck waiting there now, waiting on CXPACKET while the other 5 finish what they're doing. With CXPACKET, the one big recommendation I have is to track it and see how this trends over time. With CXPACKET, if it's the overall overwhelming weight on your SQL Server, then maybe you've got something misconfigured. But if your CXPACKET weights are coming in at like 30 or 40% of the overall load on your SQL Server, well, I'm not too worried about it at that point. It's just understanding how many cores you have, what your max degree of parallelism settings are, and how your queries are being run. Now, there's some other settings you can adjust around things like the cost threshold for parallelism, and that will adjust how big a query has to be before it will be run parallel. And that can impact CXPACKET as well. So CXPACKET is one of those. It takes a little bit to understand it. It could be fragmented indexes, out-of-date statistics, or just a bad query plan. Thanks for watching. I'm Steve, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like it, please click the thumbs up icon. And if you want to subscribe, click subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get notified when we have new videos. All right, have a great day.